It's all my fault. Those are some of the most powerful words you can say if you want to be a manifestor rather than a victim. It's all my fault. Now, fault's a little bit negative, and I kind of use that for shock value, I must admit. How about, it's all my manifestation? Here's the thing. A lot of people don't want to take responsibility for what they have manifested. That's really because they have deep underlying shame that they don't want to feel. And I don't want them to feel it either. Okay, I just did a video before this about shame. And shame is not necessary. Shame is something that needs to be cleared. But what happens is that people have so much shame that they are avoiding that they end up unwittingly losing one of the key foundations to manifesting a different reality. And they lose that because of their avoidance of shame. If you look back on your life and you really go through and analyze things, you will see patterns. You will see patterns of where you manifested certain things into your life. You manifested the pattern. Now, when I say it's all your fault, I don't mean you did it on purpose, necessarily. You might have. It's usually not that you did it on purpose. If all of your relationships were abusive, I know you don't want me to you don't want to hear me saying it's all your fault. Fine, then let's say it's all your manifestation. Okay? It is your manifestation because all those people that you had relationships, they probably didn't get together before all those relationships and have a meeting and plan this all out. So there's something in your energy that manifested a pattern. And the only way to change that pattern is to change that energy. It might be more satisfying to the ego to blame them. And I'm not taking any blame away from them. If they're abusive, and that's not cool. And it's, maybe illegal or whatever. But it doesn't do you any good to put the blame on them. Because we already know they're guilty to whatever degree they're guilty. But the question is, if you are going to manifest a new life, you need to see how you manifested the old life. What is it in you that put those things, like for example, that put those things in place? For example, did you get red flags on the first date or very early into the relationship? Sorry, the cat's playing with the cabinets. Did you get those red flags and ignore them? Maybe because you didn't want to be lonely. Maybe because you wanted to be in a relationship by Valentine's Day or summer or your friend's wedding in 6 months or whatever. Do you have primal needs that cause you to pick the wrong people because they seem to promise to satisfy those needs only to end up manipulating you? Well, if so, they might be total assholes. They might be abusive. They might be deserving of jail time. I don't know about them, but I'm talking to you. And you're the one manifesting your life. And if you're manifesting a succession of evil people, That doesn't mean you are evil, but it does mean that you are the manifestor of that pattern. And if we're going to change that pattern, we got to find the root of it in you. So it's not a blame thing. It's not me trying to shame you. It's me trying to empower you. Empower you by saying you are the manifestor, not the victim. It might be more emotionally satisfying at certain points to be the victim, to blame and be angry at the other person. I've spent decades doing that in the past, okay? I know what that is. But what I'm saying is, if you want to empower yourself, you got to get to the point of saying it's all my fault, it's all my manifestation. Now, what do I have to change about myself to change this pattern existing out here in my life? And that's what I help people do. To look at what those patterns are and to clear them by clearing the emotions that are usually avoided and suppressed, and clear those foundational emotions that lock us into these patterns. So I urge you, think of your life as your creation, even though much of it was created by reflex maybe and not a well thought out plan. And then you can start, as you take responsibility for your manifestation, no matter how unpleasant that may be, then what you need to do is start unraveling the building blocks of that manifestation. And as you do that, you're going to manifest a new life. I see it all the time, and I've been seeing it for the last 23 years that I've been a healer. So if you want to find out more about that, go to andysway.com, andysway.com. Otherwise, please like, subscribe, comment, and hit that bell icon to be notified about future videos. I appreciate you very much for watching, and hope to see you here again soon. Bye-bye.